Hi, and welcome to the pod. I'm Frank Royal, where we're trying to bring together the science, the craft, and the art of project management. But today, we're going to talk about connections, particularly in the science area, between the stakeholders who have requirements that generate work, that causes risks, that has to be included in your schedule and your budget. So we made a board game, and the board game was a way of just distracting us, I suppose, but making connections between people who have lived in history, so giants, if you want. We have artists, we have scientists, we have politicians, we have warriors. We put them together into the board of life, if you want. So from the beginning of time all the way to the end. And your job is to recreate the board, to take these people, their names are written on pebbles, and to put them in the right order. Who came before whom, for example, Buddha, Confucius, Michelangelo, Rousseau, Darwin, Tchaikovsky, you can imagine, Mozart, Benjamin Franklin. Of course, there's 100 people, and your job is to do it. So, hope you enjoy the game. The game is now available on Miro boards. So we used to have it developed as a board game that you would take home and you would play with the kids and the family. And so now we've put it onto Miro, so you can actually play it there and leave us notes and let us know what you think. Let me just try and demonstrate it to you on a whiteboard now. Here you can see the board game laid out almost like a river. We have the dates here from before Christ to after Christ. The gap is about 100 years here and it's 50 years here, so just make a note of that. And we have the world population at the top, approximately going from 0 all the way to 8 billion here. You see the color coding. So if it's yellow, that means it must be some kind of an artist, a writer, a painter, a poet, a musician. If it's blue, well, then it's a scientist, and you can see the Renaissance here and lots of scientists becoming available. The Dark Ages, of course, here. Medicine, philosophy, physics, chemistry, biology. And then craft was green. Craft was warriors, statesmen, religious figure. And so you can see that they're spread out from the beginning of time through the Romans, the Greeks, all the way up to the present day. The idea is that you take these pebbles, you take these people, and you place them here or here or here or here, and you say, okay, I feel that's the right place for them relative to someone else. What we're hoping is that you'd say, that's an interesting connection. I didn't realize they were living at the same time. I didn't realize that they were exposed to the same virus potentially, or war, or whatever it was that was happening around that time, from 2,000 years ago all the way up to the present day. So we're spanning 4,000 years here. It was Newton who said it, I see more because I stand on the shoulders of giants. What we want to see is that potentially there's a connection between project management connections and also this board game. So board game is a bit of fun. We hope you enjoy it. We look forward to hearing from you as you play the game. So just one more thing to help you enjoy the game. So it's called Giant Shoulders Turning 40. So 40 was a number we chose to try and locate the people on the map. Not the day they were born, not the day they died, but the day they would have turned, or the year they would have turned 40. So let's say, for example, mathematicians are supposed to make their greatest contribution around 30, 35. Artists perhaps a bit later, politicians and religious figures perhaps even later, depending on the person. But you got the idea, we chose one, and so turning 40. Apologies to those of you turning 40, but that's when you're supposed to reach your peak, if you want. So anyway, it helped us to identify locations where people could be located relative to someone else. They would have been 40 when that person was more than 40 or less than 40. And so you can locate people who are close together. Good luck with it. Do it as a jigsaw, do it as a competitive game, do it any way you want. Have conversations about the characters, about their role, their influence, why they're included in the book, in the game, why we don't have more women, why we don't have more international characters. Again, we're open to all these conversations going forward. Looking forward to hearing from you. I'm Frank Rao. Goodbye from the pod, from the art area in this case.